me! Today I'd like to show you my little collection and the workings of my hobby room. My collection mostly consists of swords, crossbows, BB guns, and that may seem red flaggish, however, I like them. Some people collect guns and weapons and that, and they use excuses like, oh, it's for self-defense. However, I don't collect it for self-defense or anything like that. I don't collect it to feel powerful. I have no power complex at all. I like them. That's the only reason. And people say that they may collect weapons because of defense or it gives them power. No. Truth is, you like them. You like weapons because they fascinate you. Not in a psycho way, it's just an interest. And that's me. I have no intention of using them other than just display or pleasure. Like for the BB guns, aiming, target practice. It's just fun, keeps your mind going. Good example, my swords. I'll show you. Small katana, full-size katana. This sword, I honestly have no idea what sword this is, however it's extremely old. I bought it from an antique store. If anyone can tell me what it is, where it comes from, its origin, what it would have been used for, that would be lovely. It's pretty old, it's got pitting in the steel, whether that's battle damage, the tip's bent. It's well balanced. It's pretty tough, that one, but old. No idea how old, that's why I want to know what it is. This is a First World War French bayonet. Again, bought it at an antique store. These were built in the late 1800s. However, the French used these all the way through to the First World War. Definitely used, its blades got rust on it, pitting, dents. Ceremonial ones, you find ceremonial ones of these. They've got engraving along the spine of the blade. However, this one, plain. That was used. The Reese catch still works. Sort of. I like this one. Small, lightweight. Finally, a bit of contrast. This First World War German bayonet. Still with the sheath, still has the original gun oil on it. Again, I bought this one from an antique store. But Reese catch is missing. This would have been used by the machine gun crew of the German trenches. That's terrible wording. Made by J.A. Henkel's Willingsburg. Interesting fact, when I went to Austria, the kitchen knives there in the chalet we stayed in, also made by J.A. Henkel's. That company's still going. And as a contrast, here is the same type of knife found in the mud at the Battle of Somme. It's exactly the same kind of knife. Same size, same catch on the sheath, where it would have hooked onto the belt, same shaped handle, same shaped point. However, this one's been rusting for almost 100 years. This one was preserved. I think it's a very interesting contrast. Now these swords, I have no intention of using them. They just display. They're something of an interest of mine. They just look good hanging on my wall. That's the only reason I have them. However, I do occasionally play Fruit Ninja with them.
Don't make noises, you sound like a twat.
Don't make sound effects. One more. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna try and catch you on the tip here. Ready?
You won't.
Hey! First time! Bang! Ah!
It's an oddly shaped apple and I love it.
Crap. Bugger. Damn. Denied.
That was on me!
So that was me and my sisters playing Fruit Ninja. Not recommended. Right, moving on to projectiles. This is my bow. The bow was originally my dad's. He gave it to me when I was young, and it sat in my room for a while. However, I made some string for it out of fishing wire. I took multiple lengths of string all the way along the length of it and wrapped more fishing wire around it. It took forever. However, it's extremely strong and sends these arrows pretty fast. I have a little archery range in the basement below the house. It's the only safe place I can do it. Do not go out in public with these if you have them. You'll get arrested unless you're in an archery range. Same with these things. 80-pound crossbows. Bolt guns, really, they're called. These are probably one of my favourite things. They're lightweight, compact, extremely powerful, very accurate. I also use these in the archery range in my basement. It's just target practice, you know, keeps your brain going. Pretty powerful. They fire these things, little metal bolts. Nasty bits of work. This one, literally pull back with a metal catch at the back. This one has a lever on it. Hold the end there and the little horn, pull the clip down, put it back, and it's cocked. On both of them, they have a safety catch here. Pull that forward, and they fire. And finally, my favourite toys, my BB guns. This one, Mauser broom handle. Both the guns are CO2. Magazine holds a CO2 canister and 18 steel BB pellets. Very painful. Notice BB pellets are not loaded. Never fire the BB pellets unless you're down a range. Could hit anything. However, this one's empty, so it's safe to do so. Now notice it's got the full blowback. Way too fast. I would still film it in slow motion, but even the slow motion doesn't pick it up. Disarmed. It is just too fast. Extremely dangerous. I only use it for target practice. I wouldn't be able to use it in an airsoft match. It's too powerful. They probably draw blood if you get hit by them. So, if you ever have these, do not shoot them at anyone. Probably you'll get in a lot of trouble. And my next one is my Luger. This one made a guest appearance in my new tool video. Now this one, you see, take the magazine out, it's a thin one, also holds steel BB pellets. The gas canister is held inside the handle. Same size as the broom handle. Note, that is empty. Click that in. Unfortunately, this doesn't have the realistic loading like that one does. And a Luger, usually this toggle would fold up, which would take a bullet out, fold down again, putting the bullet in the chamber. However, this one is simple safety catch, and then still almost as powerful as the Mauser. Mauser's probably more powerful because it uses more gas. This one probably uses one of these canisters every 2 magazines worth of BB pellets. This one you could probably do 5. You could empty 5 magazines before the gas ran out. And my final one, the piece de resistance. I cannot speak French. My replica steam rifle. My replica steam rifle. Note all the copper piping down the stock, all of that. There's a heat exchanger from a fairly small engine mounted to the side of this, the scope, and then this very long barrel, leather strap. This is not operational. I'd like to stress that point. It was never intended to be operational. It is simply a prop. a replica of a fantasy rifle I use in my steampunk cosplays. I took this last year to Lincoln Steampunk Rally and it went down rather well. There were quite a few pictures of me with the rifle and my friend pop up in local newspapers and YouTube videos in there. When we went, it was August last year, and I think I might be able to go to this one as well. That's in a few weeks. I made this out of bits taken from scrap bins where I work. That's just simply a piece of plywood. That's the handle off an old broom, metal handle. The scope is a horn off the top of an old tugboat. Heat exchanger and copper piping out of the waste copper bin. That leather belt, one of my old ones. All held together with window sealant, because I didn't have any super glue when I made this, wood screws and Jubilee clips. And that pretty much stresses my point about steampunk. I know I really haven't introduced myself as steampunk yet, however, here we go. Steampunk encourages you to be creative, like me with this rifle. It's just scrap. You can make anything for steampunk and it will work. This hat I made, this feather off a bit of roadkill near my house. These goggles, I've added binoculars lenses to it and springs and bits of copper. This one is a binoculars lens. It magnifies. There's a little lens that flips down. See? This is why I love steampunk. You can do what you want with it. So there you go. That is my hobby room, my little pieces of collections. If anyone is interested, I'll show you the models I make. Well, I highly doubt anyone is. So, see you next time.